Alright, brothers and sisters, we just seen recently Aster make a 65x move in a few days, which got a lot of people looking for the next one, which I'm gonna share with you in today's video. So make sure to watch it till the end, and we're gonna talk about the recent market crash that everybody's talking about as well. So with no further ado, let's get into today's video. And remember, I'm not a financial advisor. This show is not financial advice. This show is for entertainment, some education, and hopefully finding God. Alright, so we all seen recently Aster make this astronomical move, a 65x, and I've seen a lot of people on Twitter flex their P&L, how much money they've made off Aster, which got a lot of people feeling left behind. And I've made a previous video where I've talked you through where I'm looking personally to start buying Aster spot once it floors. As we've seen, usually with hyperliquid, it does take about 3 to 4 weeks before we see a cool off, and then we can safely start to accumulate spot Aster. But there are other coins similar to this narrative, and especially a undervalued one, the one that a lot of people are not talking about, a lot of people have missed, and it's still very early. So make sure to watch this video till the end. So before we get there, now we need to address the situation in the market today. What's happening? We got Bitcoin dropping again, right? It's not like we never seen Bitcoin dropping, but again, whenever Bitcoin drops, the market goes and freaks out again. So we have fear, extreme fear 32. So this is as fearful as the market can get. Now you remember last time we had this type of fear, this was around the 17th of April. This was close to the bottom on Bitcoin, on altcoins, and on meme coins as well. So this was the worst time ever sentiment wise. This is what we're getting again today. This is fear. So I don't know, but usually it's buy the fear and sell the greed. So now we are at fear. I know the market feels really heavy now. It feels really bad. It feels like the market is gonna crash. Influencers are back again with their top calling, and market is gonna crash and everything. But I do believe we're still heading up towards the end of the year. We're still gonna see higher prices on Bitcoin and Ethereum and on altcoins and on meme coins. As for now today, we are still in this high cap rotation. We've seen Bitcoin rotation, we've seen Ethereum. Now we do believe with this recent crash on Bitcoin and Ethereum, we're gonna see now rotation consolidate or liquidity consolidate more towards Bitcoin and Ethereum. Then we're gonna have larger caps. Now we're seeing larger caps like Aster, and we've seen hyperliquid recently, and today we've seen a new drop, which is Plasma XPL token, which has a lot of hype going around it today. Also, a lot of people are talking about it. We're seeing some larger cap. This one is a $2 billion market cap or 13 billion FDV. Higher cap coins now are seeing some sort of attention, which is usually what we've seen in the previous cycle. When it comes to altcoins, it starts with Bitcoin, Ethereum, then we see the other ones follow. So we just seen XRP follow. We see BNB new all-time high, $1,000 per BNB, which is crazy. Now Solana is still struggling. Slowly gonna start to see rotation going back to Ethereum and Bitcoin, then back to these top larger cap altcoins and meme coins, and then mid cappers and then low caps as well go crazy. So for example, if we look at the Bitcoin dominance, and this is what I keep my eyes on when I want to see if we have missed the bull market, or if the bull market is over, if the alt season is over and all that. So alt season still has not, the true one has not really started yet. We're still in this 58% Bitcoin dominance, and usually generally we see this trend lower, even though today it feels like it will never happen. But we've seen this in 2021 causing the biggest alt season, and we've seen this again in 2017 as well, causing the biggest alt season. So are we gonna see this? Now there is a lot of doubt around this, but you can see now coins like Aster just did a 65x. Now this is a 65x that is liquid, which means people with millions of dollars can trade this and actually take profits without crashing the charts. It's very liquid, which means a big wealth effect is being created, and it shows that there is larger money involved here, which pushing these coins. These are large cap utility coins. When they move, it's a strong signal that something is changing in the market. So that's what we're having now happen with Aster. And now today we just seen, as I shown you, Plasma coin or XPL as well launching, which is creating a lot of hype. So that is generally what happens, like exactly what happened last cycle. If you remember, Cardano was at around 0.2 cents, and it was a new coin that just launched and people started really raving about it. It took a lot of people by surprise, as well as Chainlink, as well as Avalanche and Cosmos, and these coins that took a lot of people by surprise and started rallying, and then suddenly it created an alt season. So if everything repeats the same as in 2021, this is exactly how it started. Now, granted, there is a lot of people saying as well, we have dilution, we have too many coins, we have too many coins in the market. How can we do that? Now, when it comes to a lot of dilution, a lot of coins in the market, and especially with meme coins, it is generally true. We have a lot of coins in the market. That is why I stick with, when it comes to meme coins, I stick with coins that I have proven that they can stay around. They have strong communities, so we know that they will catch attention in the future when the market turns bullish. I know there are some people still talking about it till today, like for example, Brett on 8, which is on a low cap on Ethereum, Darky as well, a low cap on Ethereum. We got Turbo, even though it's been a massive downer, still people are talking about it. We got Toshi after a listing, future listing on Binance, on Binance futures, couldn't really sustain the pump. But I know these type of coins have garnered some attention that could propel them back when we have the real alt season and the real meme coin season. Now they are not looking very good because the focus in on the market here is towards utility coins like Aster. And generally, when it comes to dilution, you want to make sure the coins, somebody's gonna mention these coins in the future when there is an alt season. So yes, for these meme coins that are on Solana and the new meme coins that just launch every day and go and die with the hype and nobody ever talks about them ever again, they might not come back. But the coins that people keep talking about, keep mentioning, keep talking about them, they have taken some space in people's heads. Those coins in general, like we've seen in 2021, ride with the market, as we call it, a tide that lifts all ships. But some coins, like I said, the new launches on Solana and coins on Solana, and also some newly launched meme coins on Ethereum that nobody mentions anymore, could not make it. But in general, the problem with the dilution is mostly with the new launches and meme coins that people probably stop talking about. So if everything goes like in 2021, it's supposed to go from Bitcoin and Ethereum, then to large caps, then to mid caps, then to lower caps, meme coins especially, because I do believe now when people miss out on something like Aster, they probably will want to find the next one, which I'm going to share with you here. Just stay patient. That creates a lot of FOMO, and people slowly start to risk more and more and more till they find themselves again looking for low cap memes because they missed out on everything. So that's usually how it happens. Now, when do I believe the markets should start trending back up? Right now, if we look at Bitcoin, is shitting the bed and it's not doing exactly what people wanted to do. That's why we see a heavy fear in the market. So generally, when the market tops, it doesn't top on fear. So just so you know, it tops on extreme greed, which we haven't seen. We literally have not seen extreme greed since November of 2024, which coincides with as well the time we could see it again happen this year, which is around November, December, and also before that we've seen it on March of 2024, and some of it happened around December. We did briefly hit extreme greed in December of 2023. This is when Pepe, BONK, dog we've had in these coins went from nothing to billions of dollars market cap. So now we are at fear. So that's usually generally not a signal of a top. Usually it means it's a bottom. And I do believe this is mostly due to the September seasonality and people mentioning that so often that the market just becomes bad September months. So generally September is not a good month, and it appears to be. And if we look at the monthly candle now, it's still a green candle on Bitcoin, probably not on Ethereum. If we look at Ethereum, now the monthly candle on Ethereum is red, and on Bitcoin it's green. So if October is a Uptober, which means market goes up, I do believe we're close to ending this massive downtrend on Bitcoin, and we could start to see reversals happen from October, November, December. This is the time frame we're looking at. We'll start to see slowly things start to really perform, like we've seen with Aster now, 65x. So just to remind everyone that we are seeing all season literally here and there. It's not a sustainable one. We're not seeing a true all season, but we're seeing the signs. This is like the first wave on the horizon showing up. And other waves come after it. Is now going to the coin of today. We go to my profile, which where you can follow me, link in the description. And this coin, Apex. Now this coin I called on my Discord on the 23rd of December 2023. Now back in the days, this is the coin back in the days, December 2023. So this is December 2023, and right when I called it here, I remember back in the days, right when I called it, it went parabolic. So I do believe this was a 7x we had enjoyed on my Discord. Link in the description. It is free to join. And this was a overall 10x. Right, overall it was a 10x, but I think we took profits around here. Now this was back in the days believed to not be the bull market yet, so we took profits around this first peak here, and then it went on to rally and complete an 11x and then completely died off. So now what's the narrative behind this? Now if we go to coin market cap, now this is Apex protocol, which is basically something like Aster. It's a DEX for leverage trading, and exactly like Aster. This one is at 100 million or 106 million dollars market cap, while Aster is 3 billion. There is around a 30x difference between Apex and Aster. So that is around the 30x in difference here. Aster is at 3.4 billion and Apex is at 100 million. So this thing after a 30x could flip Aster. Now the thing is, why Aster is pumping? So Aster is pumping because CZ Binance, the guys behind Binance, are behind this. It's the DEX, let's say, the centralized perpetual trading exchange of Binance. Now Bybit, which is a large crypto exchange, one of the largest future trading exchange, has also a DEX. That's why back in the days here, when I saw this coin, when I shared it was a $13 million market cap back in the day. So this is another gem you guys are sleeping on, 13 million cap. It's the Bybit DEX token. And even back then, my target was $3 billion market cap. And today we have a DEX that is at $3 billion market cap. So the thing is, Bybit and its CEO, which is pretty much has the same character as CZ, I don't think they will let this go, because now there is Hyperliquid, Binance has Aster, and Bybit cannot just get left behind. They need to do something about this. Now they tried this a long time ago when they launched Apex, which was in April of 2022. It was a long time ago, but I could say they were the first movers, let's say, to try to do this, because back in the days Bybit was pretty much being regulated everywhere, and people that mostly everywhere in the world couldn't access it, so people started using VPNs and KYC and all that. So they found a solution by launching Apex back in the days, but people still traded on it, but nobody cared about the token itself until Hyperliquid and until Aster, and now people are looking into other things. Now Aster recently started pumping. Now you would ask yourself, why did it start to pump? Now exactly because people are noticing this now on Twitter. It has not really gone viral yet, so it is pretty much early. Not financial advice, do whatever you want with this information. So pretty much the pump has just started on this one. Now I did call this yesterday on my Discord, which you can join, link in the description. And if you look at the chart yesterday, what happened to it? So yesterday it pumped, was here, and then I was eyeing this price to start buying, and around here, so or below, so below this level, which is 68 or around 69 cents, let's say 69 cents around here. And what happened is that it went below it, and pretty much what I said was anything below 0.69 is a gift, and then it went ahead and dropped below that, and I started buying it, and now it is coming back up. Now I do believe it could still trend slowly like that, slowly, as people start to check on it and as people start to figure this thing up. And what we noticed as well here is, now if we go to their Twitter page, and we see that today they had a very interesting tweet, which is probably the tweet that got it to actually start pumping again today when we seen this pump. And in this tweet we got the perp deck scene is heating up, obviously, with Aster, and we are in the kitchen. So that's what they're saying. Quote, we are in the kitchen with Mantle Official. So Mantle is a coin also belonging to Bybit. It used to call BitDAO, and now they rebranded to Mantle. I remember this coin called BitDAO back in the days, back in 2021. It rebranded to Mantle. If we look at to its chart, for example, MNT USDT, so just so everybody knows what this coin has been doing recently, and we can see that this coin recently has been going crazy as well with the alt season, right? So the larger cap coins, utility coins going crazy recently, and this was overall from July. Let's say from July, this is a 2x, this is a 3x here, and we can see the chart on Mantle. Now, why is this interesting here? Because they are cooking something with Mantle, and Ben Bybit, which is the guy, CZ for Binance, and Ben Zo or BZ is the guy behind Bybit, or the CEO of Bybit. And something big is on the menu. It's time to cook. Now, if we go to Mantle official, because a lot of people were thinking if this is just a trying to look like they are partnering up with Bybit, which is, everybody knows that already, but we don't have official news yet. So when you go to Mantle and we go to their main page, and we see that now they just quoted that tweet. The menu is looking good here. Personally, that's what I'm doing now. Not financial advice, right? Not financial advice. To me, if I was looking for a lower cap coin or a mid cap, since it is $100 million market cap coin, I would be looking into Apex for something like Aster, while waiting for Aster to cool off, right? Waiting for Aster to cool off. I do think Aster has still got a lot of juice to go and still has probably room to pump here, which is, by the way, taking liquidity from Hype. So if we look at Hype is dumping today. Now we could somewhat guess what could happen here. So since Aster is pumping, Hype is dumping. So I'm guessing that Aster, as soon as it tops and it starts dropping, we see Apex start to really rip as a rotation. Now, keep in mind that people have not yet woken up to this. This is pretty fresh. And I do believe slowly people are going to start to see this and start to notice that this is happening. And I do believe that this would be very much reflected in the price, and it does look like we might take out this previous high, which is around $3.8. And we can see that even last time when this started to rally, it really ripped, and it was something like, let's clean this chart now. It was this first weekly candle, and then second, and then it just went crazy. It just out of nowhere, right? So it does look like it is happening now. I would like to look at the volume as well. So the volume is very indicative as well. And when we look at the volume here, the volume was pretty dead. Now, if we look at this part here, the volume was pretty dead, then suddenly spiked. So we have the same around this time here where the volume started to peak, and we're seeing the same thing here. Like when you look at the volume, it was dying, and then now we're seeing, this is the weekly chart though, so now we're seeing the volume starting to peak back up, pretty much similar to what happened here. Now the peak in volume marked pretty much the top here where everybody was euphoric around it. So now it is just getting started, I do believe. So that's not financial advice as usual, and this is what I'm doing. I'm just sharing what I am doing here as well. I am waiting for the dip on Aster here. I did take a long here on futures, just a small position, which I don't advise to do, but I'm still waiting for the dip on this one. As I said, the hype usually dies off after some time, and then we can scoop it up, knowing that we are pretty much around the best time to be buying it. And that's about it. Now remember, for example, for when it comes to meme coins, I know they're not doing much. I'm not very happy as well to see meme coins doing what they're doing now, but they are holding and waiting for their turn to come. Now we have, this is exactly the playbook that played back in the days. Meme coins played way later on in the market. It wasn't like straight up meme coins. This cycle meme coins have been dominating since the beginning, and this is the first time that we are seeing meme coins cooling off while utility coins actually pumping. The real utility coins, I'm not talking about the AI vaporware, I'm talking about the real utility coins with real backing, like Aster, like Apex, like Hyperliquid, like these coins that have actual real backing, like Mantle, and like for example BNB pumping recently, and like XPL token as well, that has just launched now 2 days ago, Spot. Now we're seeing actual real coins with real backing pumping. This is very important because that gets that VC money floating around now in the space. These are the coins that can have sustainable rallies, like Aster, which creates wealth effects that later on creates more FOMO and creates a meme coin season that we are waiting for. Anyways, guys, hope this was helpful, and don't forget to follow me on Twitter, since I update you there pretty much every day and early on. And as well, you can join my Discord, link in the description. It's free to join. And thank you so much for watching today's video till the end, and I wish you a very good weekend, and I'll see you on the next one. Cheers.